The S54 found in the E46 M3, Z4M, and late model Z3M is one of the all-time great inline sixes. A naturally aspirated 3.2-liter inline six that revs to 7,900 RPM, all while rewarding the driver with a linear power band and over 100 horsepower per liter stock. So how about we push things a little bit further? After all, BMW did.
Here is it takes those qualities that we all love about the S54 and it cranks them up to 11. With this airbox, that metallic howl that the S54 is known for, it becomes a symphony of some of the best induction noise this side of like a Porsche GT3. There's just not much else out there that sounds like this. The power increase is there for sure. You definitely feel it. It's 20-25 horsepower throughout the entire rev range. It maintains that linearity that we all love about this car. It just builds and builds and builds, but now there's more punch everywhere. I mean, talk about a Motorsports inspired sound. When you open this thing up, you may as well be at a track day wherever you are. It's amazing how far this sound carries. You can hear this thing coming from outside the car from so far away. A common question that I get with this is people who have, say, a loud exhaust like me. I've got RPI on this car. They go, am I even going to hear the airbox over my loud exhaust? And thankfully the answer is 100% yes. Once you crack open 100% throttle, you almost hear the airbox more than the exhaust. Now, in terms of daily drivability, I haven't really noticed a whole lot of little quirks in terms of the Alpha N tune. I know some people say that it gets a little jerky at times at low speeds, or that it's a little more difficult to drive around town, but I really haven't noticed that. And I would probably attribute a lot of that to just how good these Alpha N tunes have gotten over the years. They've come a long way from when they first were introduced back when the S54 was new. Rev matching downshifts is easy. Heel toe works perfectly. There's no little quirks about the Alpha N tune that I really need to report here. Something I really love about this is that bark that you get now when you go to rev match a downshift. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but every time you open that engine bay, every time you take the car for a drive, you crack open 100% throttle and you hear this thing, it's worth every penny. And it's so ridiculous for me to say that because, trust me, I know how much money it is, all too well, but it's somehow worth it just to hear this thing in person and have that just symphony, that orchestra on demand with your right foot.
You're getting an extremely high level of fit and finish for your money. Even on the Z4M, all that's required to install it is a slight relocation of the dipstick. At $3,500 for the box and tune, this is not going to be a bang for your buck kind of modification. This is going to be for those naturally aspirated enthusiasts out there that want to get every last drop of performance out of their S54. Or who knows, maybe like me, you watched a few too many videos of how it makes the car sound on YouTube and then you just lost $3,500. You aren't going to suddenly produce earth-shattering numbers or drop your quarter-mile time by 2 seconds. What you will have done is make your car even more rewarding to drive than before, and you'll have done it in a way that BMW themselves did with the CSL. So if you want to push your naturally aspirated S54 as far as it can possibly go, or get as close to the CSL driving experience as you can, especially in the United States where we didn't get them, you already know what you need to do.